Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 36. Got a pretty good build going. It's actually finally sort of got fairly rigid, got more rigid now. Does seem to be working reasonably well. It just worked a second ago. Oh me. Oh, there it finally goes. Can't be concerned there. Alright, I'm running into problems with that, not flipping back quickly. And this one is not supposed to. Okay, so now it stayed up. Now, that issue again. Okay, so it's not perfect. That one, the split flipped right in. Okay, so that's the first time that's done that. So okay, so let's see, everything's functioning well. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just trying to have a good time. We're not changing the world or anything, we're just building silly little models and having fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets or anything you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking for more to add onto my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube because y'all always provide me with nothing but the best suggestions. So, without any further ado, let's get going tonight. I wasn't worried about this one. I was worried about that one last night, but since I'm running into this little, I think it's catching. I thought it was catching on this ramp, but it may just be a little extra friction on the inside. So I'm going to try. Don't know what I'm going to try with that one. But like I say, this one has got, and on the back one, it's got really tight tolerances right there where it comes in. So I do have a plan for that one. Okay, that's another reason I don't like these kinds of switches. But I'm going to pop this tower back off. Get our little brackets off the bottom. It should just pop right up. And I'm not going to get overly aggressive with it, but I'm going to grab some actual. I got the somewhere around here. I got one of the provided emery boards. I'm just going to do a little. I don't know. Just give myself just a hair more clearance. I'm not trying to greatly alter it or anything. Just want to make sure it doesn't rub there. Like I say, just shave that down a little bit. Like I say, it has been working perfectly the last few times, so I'm probably overreacting here, but it's easier to fix now before we put the next little bit in that we're going to build tonight. So let's slide you back in place, I hope. There you go. And our brackets back in on the bottom. Alright. I've somehow made it worse. Oh, just wiggle that a little bit. Okay. Next, now this one. This seems to be intermittent. And the shaking of the marbles going by appears to help it. So I'm hesitant to really try anything on this, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna also pop that off and take a look at that, because I think the actual build tonight's gonna be really short. Got a lot less to do than I thought there was. So sort of. Let's see. So it's got to be rubbing the inside here. So I don't want to add wax because that'll actually make it tighter in there. So I'm thinking if I can get that off. And I don't think. Okay, So I'll get this one disassembled back apart again. Maybe. Okay. Alright. Oh. I'm only going to work on one side, I think. But I just want to see if I can get just a hair thinner. Unless they do minor. It's almost working, so I don't want to go crazy, but I do want to try and make sure it works every time. Did I wax that one? I may have waxed that one. It's like maybe that was my problem. Maybe I threw the wax on there when I shouldn't. I just knock that down. It's not much, but I hope that'll make a difference. I say I might be overreacting here, but just trying to be, proactive with my what's going. Make sure when the time comes, it's ready to roll. Okay, I'll do again. And of course, could just try and make sure these things are propped out too. Okay, so that does seem to be. I don't know that it was anything I did, or it just it just felt like working that time. Okay, ease you back in. And brackets back in place, and we can actually start on today's build. Yeah, it's still going to be. I say it. That one's. It's still really back there, but I think. A little jiggle. I think that'll be okay. I say it may have been okay anyway, but it feels better to have actually made sure I say get in front of it maybe. Okay, but now set you aside for the moment. We're ready to get into our proper build today on step 37, which is building our little inner track dealio. So we got all our numbers on here, and I think no, they're not numbered on there. I thought they had numbers on the tracks too, but they don't. But simple enough. So this one. With our feet facing that way, goes on the bottom. And I can see these being very easy to break. And on the inside hole there, because we're going to leave holes on the outside for the track to come back in. And then this guy. Okay, these are numbered 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we're starting down at the bottom, so there's 1 and 3. Okay, and there's 2 and 4. Okay. So 2. I'll spread you out. Come on. Let's hit 1. Oh, we turn it around. Okay, that's that's why I'm getting confused. So yeah, so 1 here, 2 there. So this should just go. This is going to be nerve-wracking. Okay, and it does snug up to make that track solid through the middle there. That's pretty good design. And 2 and here. 3 and 4. So you're going from the top, I believe, this side. There. They're tracked together on the inside. That 4 here. I lift up on the end here to get it into snug. Everybody's stand together. All right. And let's go to 7, 8, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay. There. Okay, still work on the back side from this track. Guys over here. So. Same. Where is it? Too far. There. Wiggle, get it into the. All right, yeah. Okay, let's just continuing on that way. Work our way up, it looks like. Okay. I just want to see it in motion. Get marble out. I think I'm going to be way ahead today. So. Let's try from the top this time. Okay. There's some guides to be put in later, but okay. Yeah, it gets a little too much speed that way. Okay. 8. And our last set. 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Let's see. We're still working from the back side. And we're going to, okay, this over here this time. So this is probably a little nerve-wracking. I think I just popped that one off. Okay. Jaw lined up in there. There it went. What was it? I lost one. 12. Just a super circle there? What's going on? Oh, down here. Okay, I got. Duh. I started went from the top to the bottom. Okay. Okay, I'll pop this guy back in here on the bottom. Okay. Oh, got some tracks rolling. 15 minutes almost. Now, got our guides to get us into the track up here. Still looking at the back side. I'm still calling this the front. So it's the back. Yeah, that's going around that way. Okay. Okay, now I think get our stabilizing brackets in place, which if I thought about it, I would have done as we went along. Let's see if we can maybe sit on the side, get some distributed load or something there. Okay. And there. Got 12 of them to put on, so let's try and work our way around. Got access to this one, so I'm going to do it first. And get things sort of more solid, I hope. When it's as fragile as it looks, it does feel surprisingly solid, so that's a good thing. I'm not going to throw it against the wall or anything, but you know, it's not. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. Yeah, I'll get into the tricky ones. Tight quarters. Okay, maybe try lining them up with the tweezers then. Yeah, thought it went in. This may not be a good idea either. Okay, it's not. One of them in, I can work on the other one. Two more, it says. And oh, there they are, right there. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Getting close now. Now I'll get some vertical stabilizers. Just There. And one more. Okay. Now, I don't know if let's see, coming in. It's two. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Again, there, that's going. Okay, so this one is the problem. Was not expecting that to be an issue. Let's see, let's see, everything. Everything's in there tight. Well, that one's not tight, but that's still, that one wouldn't affect in that run. Huh. Oops, same thing. Oh, that one went that one. No, not the place. No, it's this place. No? Okay. Okay, it's not much. Once again, let's see. Oh, actually, I've got sort of rounded files. Let's see if I can shave a little bit off the middle of that. Actually, it's not exactly a load-bearing structure, so that's good. I hope that was the right place here. Okay. Nope, I missed. Okay, I want to go further in. So more over this way. Still. I can see the difference on it. I'm taking a good chunk out of it. That's okay. Okay, let's go back to the flat one. See if I can. Okay, I think it went a little bit further this time. Let's maybe. I think I'm looking at it upside down. Let's see. Okay. Maybe once I tie this thing down, that'll pull that down far enough for it to go. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself again. I hate to put it in and have to fix it then, but I think that's gonna be the way to go. Okay. So pop you in here. And then ready to install into there. You got our cross members, and you go. Whoop, had the cross member. I'm trying to figure out which way this goes. Let's see. Okay, so these go onto here, and that goes on to our ramp down at the bottom. Okay. It's not staying in place. Let's do it a different way then. Oh, just saw I didn't put Snoopy on. Okay. Put you in place down there first. Yeah. Get that on there. Through. Okay, let's get these guys. Wrap. That one's in. This is the tricky part, I think. Get me a hook out. Here and see if I can't. Okay, lined up. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Oh, it's actually secured on the bottom. It's all locked in like it's supposed to be. Okay. Test run of this one. Not encouraging. Also not encouraging. Okay. Push down. Okay. How much? Okay. I think I know how to fix it. It might be relatively easy. I'm going to install a little wedge in here to separate those two tracks just a hair. The same down there. With all the extra pieces I've got laying around, that shouldn't be trouble finding something to scavenge to make that. Let's see, what have I got? Okay. I've got some old book blanks here. That looks pretty close to the right height, maybe. In there. Yeah, here's it just about the perfect height, actually. Surprisingly. Grab some. I've got clearance on my track. That should be okay. I'm in straightened out. Maybe. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay. Okay, so it just pushed it down onto that one instead of up. Okay. Same thing over here. Okay, so. Okay. Let's send another one, see if it unlocks it. Well, that's one way to avoid the trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put something there. Okay. This is gonna be an issue. Because even if the first one goes, the rest. Okay. Not a problem I was expecting to have tonight. Okay. Okay. I guess I got how many more of these book blanks have I got? Okay, I got plenty of them in here. Oh, these are different size ones. Hang on. How big are these? Okay, those aren't big enough. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can position these guys at every corner, I guess. That's yeah, so they're going to be there. Oh, had it and lost it. Let's see. Okay, so okay. Not on there very rigidly, so let me get a little bit further onto the track, I hope. Just grab myself the needle nose. I've never done that before. Thought I'd hurt myself in all the silly ways you could. I'll get in the way on that one. And that's still rubbing. No, it's still rubbing top to bottom. Okay, so that one. pushing that down. Okay. Ah, forgot about that. Okay, so that's not working. Well, this is frustrating. Okay, so that plan didn't work. Evidently it flattened it out too much, so I think it is going to go back to making the holes for the marble. Okay, so let's undo this. And I was undo that. Undo this one. Oh yeah, one more. These guys. Okay. Okay, so I was hoping to avoid it, but I have to break out the old sorter Dremel. And I should this knock that out when I was doing all that mess. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without wrecking it. Let's see, it was here or here. Can't remember. I guess could get the marble out and find out. Okay, no. At least that one's easier to get to. Let's see. Nice little up there. Let's see here. Okay. So that works. Still more here, which is surprising because it looks like it's. Let's take this off so I can get in there and do a little nice even. Oop. Okay, that don't do it on no way. That's pretty significant. Okay, so guys back in. Okay, so there we go. Just had to do it the hard way. So much for this being a really short video. Okay, back in place. Where'd the hook go? Oh. Okay. And brackets on the bottom. And now, one more try. There we go. Okay. So, we should be ready to load this thing up and give her a proper run now. Whoops. Okay, so pop all the marbles on our run here. And power on. That's not good. Okay, that should be. Let me give that a little more tightness here, maybe. There's those stuck in. Okay, a little less tightness there. That's what happened when these hit. Oh, okay, so. And I'm jammed up on the wheel. Okay. Marbles going everywhere. I was so worried about this thing, I quit looking at this thing and I got the log jam of marbles in here. Not sure how that happened. This thing. That's oh well, those are okay. So this okay. Well, that's not. Oh, there's another one in there. Got one behind. Oh wow, there's marbles everywhere. We got one jammed in. Well, still got this one jammed in here. That's okay. Like I say, this one got behind this lever somehow. I don't have any. Okay. There. Okay, so one of these is grabbing marbles rather than guiding marbles. Yeah, so got the grip on. Okay, so let's. I can't. Sort of try and get some separation on that. Just a hair, maybe. And now it's not turning. That's a bit of an okay. That one now it's staying. I don't know if we do it with the marble in though. Let's see what happens. Okay, now you come down. Okay, let's try that again. And I lost. I knocked that off while I was doing all that. Okay. not encouraging to start. Okay, I still got an issue with that track, and we're still jammed up in the. I think it might just be a little ambitious. Yeah, because we're jammed up here again. Just got line stuff there. Okay. So we need. Okay. Something's. Okay. I think it's just trying to be. It's trying to do too much here. I need guide here, which. Okay. Let's see. I think actually one of the scrap pieces that's left over from. Let's see. I think that'll be thin enough that it might do the trick here. Let's see if I can. Put that there. You know, not there, but you know, right along. Okay, I'm jammed somewhere. Oh, got a marble worked its way under there. Well, that's not good. Okay. I just broke off one of my helix structures, so that's not good too. Get you back in place. Okay. Okay. Now back to this. So, up you go. And that one's. Okay. But, if I can get these. Okay, get that clear. My plan is if I can put it like right there on that edge, maybe that'll guide them through there and they'll quit kicking out. So let me work this hopefully neater. Okay, sanding pad. Do it just half on. I think that'll give me enough clearance to do it with, so let me do I go I'm tempted to go super glue to get the instant fit, but I think I'm going to go with the B7000 just to get just a few drops right, not that much, right along the edges there, so I can really fine tune the position. I think it's going to be the way to go. Let me put you here. Put you on there. Stay. Okay. No. Stay on top. Make sure I'm not rubbing that gear. Okay. Now, glue off there. Knock it off again. Ooh, actually, that piece is thin enough I could go on the side if I wanted to. I think that'll... Oh, it's got them loose too, I think. Okay, so there. Okay, this is just... Okay, so that one's good. No, this is not... Okay, now it stayed up. Okay. Now, I need more... Back to needing more guides here, so use the same stuff again. Let's see, just try and break it fairly neat. And this one, I think I do have... I just put me a bumper right there. That's the one where I'm coming off of. So I'm just going to put... I'm going to glue it onto this little... There's a hump down here. I'm going to use a super glue on that one. I think... This is... If I have to, I can break this one off and it's not going to be in the way. Okay, so give me a little... Stand you up. A little bit of pressure. And okay. Clean that off. Inside's more important. Make sure I don't... Okay, now let's do a couple of test runs. It was working sometimes, so I'm going to hit it a few. Okay, so guess I need to do one on the edge too. Okay. Okay, so sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Let's see how it's going to be. Upside, I don't see any marbles getting jammed in our wheel there. So let's just do another bumper right on that one there. Let's see, got some left. Not like that, it's too long. Okay. Yeah, that'll go. Okay. Stick with the super glue. It worked on this first one, so just on the very corner there, just to make sure it got some guides to hold it where it's supposed to be. I guess I could just put it on the... Make sure I get contact. Okay. Pressure there. Okay, let's make a few more passes there. Missed. Alright. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Let's see what happens this time. That happens. Okay. And I'm not sure why that's happening. I don't have an easy fix for that one. Okay. Jammed up in the wheel again. Yep, and that's. Yeah. It's the fact that it does it right sometimes and doesn't do it the other times is confusing. But if you've stuck it out this long, you're probably laughing at me for saying this is going to be a short video. But I don't. It doesn't. Oh, oh yeah. Forgot about those guys. It spins free enough. I don't see how much. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things you're going to have to accept. As I approach the hour mark of the video that I thought would be about 20 minutes. But it's still a neat machine, neat contraption. like, like I said, I hadn't seen this outfit before, and we are going to be using this one again because I bought there is a second half that connects on this side to make one big loop that I've got, that I also managed to get before they quit importing. So we'll have time to go back and work on this some more. Maybe I can trim some of this some meat out of this hook here, and that'll make it easier for the marbles to get in the hopper. And like I say, something about this, and I say it's just the intermittency of it is what's confusing. But I'm going to call it on that. We're done, and it's been a long build. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on a link. That's my main channel up there. That's the experimental channel. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and this is the build for this series. Oops, the SD card cut me out. That's the playlist for the series, not the build for the series. I don't know. I'm ready to go to bed, I think. But I'll see you tomorrow.